It was a glorious summer's day on Sodor, and the Fat Controller had a special for Thomas.
I need you to take some supplies to Culdee Fell.
Yes, sir. But where on Sodor is Culdee Fell?
Donald will show you the way. He is the only standard gauge engine on my railway that knows the rack railway very well.
Donald was waiting at the shunting yards when Thomas arrived.
Alright, Thomas. Now that you're here, I'll show you the way to Kirk Mansion. Follow me.
I'm coming, Donald.
Take this track that goes left into those trees. You'll find a station with small rails that have racks on them.
Thanks again, Donald. I'd best be off.
Cheerio.
Thomas chuffed into the trees, and in no time, he arrived safely at Kirkmacken. There, sitting on the small rails, was a small purple engine with orange stripes.
Hello there. You must be Thomas. My name's Culdee.
Hello, Culdee. Nice to meet you. I've heard all about you and your mountain railway. When do I meet the other engines?
Once your trucks are unloaded.
Thomas was excited. This was his first time seeing the Culdee Fell engines.
There are 6 more engines that work here. The names are Ernest, number 2, Wilfred, number 3, Shane Delaney, number 5, Lord Harry, number 6, Alaric, number 7, and Eric, number 8.
If you're number 4, then who's the number 1 engine on your railway?
Godred was our number 1.
What happened to Godred?
He had a terrible accident many years ago and the workmen had no money to mend him. They took him apart and used all of his parts to mend us.
Cinders and ashes. That's terrible. Was he never seen again?
Well, since Mr. Walter Richards retired, our new controller is Mr. Percival. When he saw Godred, he decided to give him a second chance. When he did, new parts from the mainland arrived and Godred was restored. He's still in the back of our shed, though. It is unknown if he could be running again.
Your mountain engines are all purple. My friend Charlie is purple too.
Enough talking, Culdee. You've got passengers to take, remember?
Yes, Wilfred. I'll go and fetch Catherine.
Catherine? Who's Catherine?
She's my coach, Thomas. I take her up and down the mountains every day. You will meet her another day. You better get back to your usual jobs.
Okay, Culdee. Goodbye.
It was nice talking with you.
Thomas hurried back to Knapford as fast as he could to get back to his normal jobs.
Hello, Thomas. Where are you off to in such a hurry?
I have to get back to Knapford, Whiff. I'm running late.
Thomas arrived back at Knapford. He was feeling very puffed out. As he had a good long drink of water, the Fat Controller arrived.
Ah, Thomas, we've got a lot of summer visitors arriving tomorrow and they all want to go up to Culdee Fell.
Yes, sir. Donald taught me the way, which means I know where to go.
That's excellent. Now, some mountain climbing supplies need to be delivered to Culdee Fell. You will take Charlie with you. He is the only engine available.
Do you hear that, Thomas? I'll be coming with you tomorrow.
Thomas couldn't believe his eyes. Now is the chance to show Culdee and the other mountain engines that there is a purple standard gauge engine on the island. The next morning, Thomas pulled up to platform 1 as the holidaymakers climbed on board Annie and Clarabel.
Are you sure you know the way to Culdee Fell, Thomas?
Yes, Donald showed me the way.
Even if he didn't, then you still know which way to go, Thomas.
Come on, Thomas, let's get going.
Alright, Charlie. Everyone's on board. Next stop, Culdee Fell.
On the way to Culdee Fell, Charlie was starting to tell jokes to Thomas.
Thomas, I've got a joke for you. Why don't mountains catch colds?
I don't know, Charlie. Why can't mountains catch colds?
Because they wear snow caps.
Thomas wouldn't stop laughing to Charlie's jokes, and all the laughter was starting to make him confused when they came to a junction.
Which track did Donald told me to take?
I thought you knew which way to go, Thomas. Now we're all lost.
No, we're not. Whiff could guide us. The track goes to the waste dump.
But Thomas, we're supposed to go to Culdee Fell.
Sorry, Charlie. I just need to ask Whiff which way to go. It won't take long.
When Thomas arrived at the waste dump, Whiff and Scruff were surprised to see him with Annie and Clarabel.
Thomas, what are you doing here?
Are you lost?
I'm afraid I am. Do you know the way to Culdee Fell?
Of course. I'll be going there to pick up some empty trucks to take with me to the dump. You can come with me if you want.
Thanks, Whiff.
Come back soon, Whiff. I've got to shut a lot of trucks around here. Let's get scrunching!
Thomas followed Whiff to Killick-Ward station, where the mountain engines were there to greet him.
Hello, Thomas.
Who's there with you?
Hello, everyone. This is my friend Charlie. Charlie, these are the mountain engines.
Hello, you're all purple like me.
Yeah, I knew there would be a standard gauge engine that's purple.
Thomas, this is Catherine. She's my coach.
Hello, Catherine. You make me think of Annie and Clarabel. They're my coaches too, you know.
Is that so? Well, there are some coaches on this railway that look similar to me, and your coaches too.
Want to hear a joke?
No, jokes are annoying.
Come on, they're great fun. Why are mountains always tired?
We don't know.
Because they don't ever rest.
Culdee, I was wondering, how do you mountain engines climb mountains that are really steep? An engine would slip and there would be an accident.
Oh, don't worry about that, Thomas. We have pinion wheels on our driving axles, and they have teeth, you see.
That's how they fit on our rack rails. We don't slip however steep the line is.
Our island is the only rack railway in the whole island.
Thomas was amazed how the mountain railway works. Just then, Charlie noticed an engine inside a shed.
Excuse me, who's that engine in the back of your shed?
We do not speak of that engine.
That engine must be Godred. There must be a way to make him feel better.
Then an idea flew into Thomas's funnel. That afternoon, Thomas dropped off the holidaymakers back at Knapford and hurried all the way to the transfer yards, where he saw Mr. Percival talking to his narrow gauge engines.
Mr. Percival, I need to talk to you.
Yes, Thomas, you may ask.
Do you have plans to set Godred free again after his horrible mountain crash?
Well, I have to discuss this with Sir Topham.
Thomas was worried about Godred, and worried about what would the other mountain engines will say. The next day, Thomas took the Fat Controller and the Thin Controller to the Culdee Fell Railway.
Hey, Thomas. Who's that stout gentleman with Mr. Percival?
This is my controller. His name is Sir Topham Hatt. He's the man in charge of the North Western Railway. He's come with Mr. Percival to do something in the sheds.
Culdee was puzzled. Inside the shed, the two controllers looked at Godred, who was feeling miserable.
Well, Godred, you were the #1 engine of the Culdee Fell. That's right, Thomas told me, and I told Sir Topham about you. We have plans for a welcome home party for you.
A welcome home party? For me?
Yes, it should happen, but there's no date at the moment, so you will just have to wait.
Oh, I really don't like waiting. At least Mr. Percival is kinder than my old controller.
What did you say to Godred, sirs?
We'll do it when the day arrives.
At least no one is around to hear us, sir. Culdee just left to do his passenger runs with Catherine.
Good, he won't want to miss this. Take us back to our main stations, please.
When Thomas returned to Knapford, he had an idea.
Sir, I know some engines that can climb up mountains along with the Culdee Fell engines.
Which ones?
And so Thomas told him about the welcome party for Godred. On the day of the party, Percy was taking some invitations to the party when he saw a familiar face.
Gator! You've come back!
Hello, Percy. Good to see you again. I've been invited to take part in a welcome home party up at Culdee Fell.
Who sent you here on Sodor?
It was Thomas's idea. It's because my sloping water tanks help me climb up high mountains. There's also another engine from India that climbs mountains too. She was on the same ship as me.
I think that engine might be a Shima.
Yes, that's the one. Thomas is with her at the party. I'll see you there.
Goodbye, Gator. I'll see you at the party.
At Kirkmacken, Thomas was talking to Ashima about his plan.
What did your controller think?
Charubala said it was a wonderful idea for me to take part in the mountain party.
Look, Thomas! The first controller and Mr. Percival are about to make their speech!
Ladies and gentlemen, engines and coaches, welcome to the official welcome back party for our #1 engine on the Culdee Fell Railway, whose name is Godred. Without further ado, let's welcome the one and only Godred.
No way!
Is that?
It's Godred. He's back in action. But how?
It was Thomas's idea.
That's right, Godred. Welcome back to the Culdee Fell Railway.
Thanks, Thomas. And I'm so sorry for causing that accident all those years ago, Culdee.
It's all right, Godred. Will you make sure not to have a bad look out again?
No, I won't. I'm happy that I've returned to service.
We hope you've had a fresh start on your new life, Godred.
Thank you, sir. Thanks, all of you.
And so the welcome party went on, as it was a great success. And Godred was happy to be back with his mountain friends.